We're here at Phocuswright Europe, Dublin 2015, and we're talking to Kevin O'Shaughnessy,
How are you doing?
who was a winner,
Well,
runner-up winner
Runner-up winner. Yeah.
at the Innovation Summit yesterday. So congratulations for that.
Thanks,
but
Michael.
it wasn't just about the winning or not winning, rather. It was the fact the exposure you get from being up on that stage with all the dragons.
Think about it. You've got 400 decision makers in a room, or 400 inspired souls that'll leave Dublin and bring ideas back into a boardroom tomorrow. And one of the most important things is getting the right message across. You don't always get that kind of exposure. So 6 minutes of just me and my product on stage, it was really quite an important moment for us.
So what's happened in literally the 24 hours since you were on stage?
Well, I'll tell you, the first thing that I found coming back to my little booth they give us here as part of the package is that somebody that I've been chasing for the last year by email was just standing there waiting for me. It's like, Kevin, I finally get what you do, and you can't get the same kind of sales as you would with a visual or a one-to-one connection as you get at this conference, just in normal, inside sales or any other wings. So, we're really, really happy about how that's been. And just constant follow-ups, people just dropping by, and, the meetings that we'd arranged beforehand just, worked out really well.
Is it about funding from here on in, or it's about distribution and getting your product to the right people?
Funding will take care of itself, I think, if you focus on customer, and that's our approach. We're not raising now because we're fine, but the question for us is, how do we get the most customer exposure? How do we get the funnel as packed as possible? Because it takes quite a long time. This is an enterprise sales model for travel that can take months and months, sometimes even longer for bigger contracts. So we have to be mindful of that, and this investment today will pay dividend in 3, 6, 12 months' time, so it's very important for us.
Okay, so lastly, will you tell us what your product is and what does it do?
Well, Indigio makes the technology and brings together the relationships. That means it's possible for an airline or anybody else in the travel space, be it the traditional travel agency, online travel agency, airline, TMC, that kind of spectrum of the travel industry, to get access to ground transport, to sell it in advance and make passenger journeys better. So we've done the calculations for Europe because we're based here, and a lot of our suppliers are based here too. We've made the estimate at a share of 24 billion euros in gross transactions. And if we can capture a little bit of that together, we'll improve passenger journeys for everybody and create some great ancillary revenue for airlines. It's a great time.
And tell me, actually, one last question. Outside of the Innovation Summit, talk to me about the overall experience of Phocuswright Europe and sitting in on the sessions and the speakers and the attendees.
For us, it's about networking. I made a joke during my pitch, which I probably shouldn't have because they'll all be afraid of me now, but here you can rugby tackle somebody in the corridor and have a relationship and start a relationship that would normally take, like I said, years and months for, or weeks and months for a traditional, sales approach. You don't reach the CEO of Expedia Europe by phoning him. You'll get 4 or 5 levels of filter before you'll ever reach Gary. So here you can bump into him, have coffee, and he'll hear about you in 30 seconds and make an informed judgment without having to go through the months and months of work. But that's consistent throughout the pipeline. And you meet new partners, you will get inspired about new opportunities, but you'll also hear about what the competition are doing. And that's important for us as well at our tender early stage that we are.
Excellent. Thank you.